So we have a question this morning from Jasmine, who took a lesson on Pixum last night, and her question was, I was reviewing in my head the lesson I had with Vitor tonight, as is my habit after the lesson. There was one thing we discussed and worked on, but I'm still not sure about. If you could ask him this question for me, that would be great. He had discussed with me how I need to encourage the energy in my horse to come from behind while not compressing the front end. Because this is new to me and my horse, when I try to encourage the energy, he interprets this as moving faster, as opposed to using his engine or back end. Then I have a tendency to compress the front end while trying to slow him down. How would I do this, mechanically speaking? Thanks, Jasmine.
So I'm going to talk about a few different issues. Then I'm going to go back to Jasmine's question, because not to confuse everyone. Initially, our horses, or the horses, the Iberian horses, we have to be really careful. Because if we send them too far forward, like the normal, like some of the warm bloods and whatnot, some people, that is a trainer thought that what you do is send the horse forward in order for the horse to get balance. Our horses, after the period of starting, or pruning as we call, then we have to start developing balance. So we start having to developing a lot of movement, so that our horses needs a lot of softness so that the backs can function, because naturally they are leg movers. What happens on this case of this particular horse that I was giving a lesson, so the horse was a little bit compressed on the front initially, because a lot of times people with no experience, or trainers that should not be doing that for that matter, mostly the trainers, they compress the front end thinking that's collection. So instead of collection, they have the horse shrinks. So instead of the horse keeping the regular tempo and starting to be able to collect with the power from behind, no, the horse just shrinks on front. On this case, Jasmine's been doing a great job. So now the horse is more forward, is a little bit more in front of the leg. So basically what I'm asking her, it's to activate the hind end. Yes, when we tap, or with the lower leg, pushing with the lower leg, or tapping with the crop, of course the horse is going to surge that energy to go forward, and allow them to succeed, allow them to activate the hind end, because later you will reap the benefit. So how later can I, and how can I bring the horse back instead of hanging on their face? So as you're pushing the horse forward with your lower leg for the horse to respond to it, or in that matter, if you're using the crop, starting to make your front a lot longer, stretching yourself up, and instead of pulling on the reins back towards you, just raise it up for the withers to come up. And to make sure those withers always stay straight. So in other words, if you see the horse's nose to the left, that means you don't have enough right rein, or vice versa. So again, as you're asking your horse to go forward with your lower leg, make your front, stretch yourself up, post a little bit taller, and hold the withers up with your front, making it longer than your back, and raise your hands. As a result of that, you lifted the withers, and the horse should be start stepping more through from behind. So in other words, the hind legs comes closer to the front end. I hope that would work for you.